Hi, everybody. This is Chandra with Intuitive Crafting. Hope you're doing well. I know I've been gone for a while, but I just wanted to take a break and really think through some of the things I want to bring you. So I'm back, and I want to talk to you about creativity as therapy. We go through so much these days, and we often just don't find time to relax. And when we do, sometimes we just plop down in front of the television, in front of the computer, and watch video after video until we get sleepy. You know, your downtime is really precious. I know you know that, but I want you to start rethinking your downtime and how you can bring some creativity, some beauty, some imagination into your life. It's really important. It helps you have a more well-rounded existence, and you never know what talents you really have. So let's look at some great reasons to bring creativity into your life as therapy. Now, there are a lot of reasons why we may need some type of therapy. One of those reasons may be grief. You may be mourning the loss of a loved one, of a relationship, of a home. You move to a new city, friends, a pet. It can be anything. And there's really no better way to start working on aspects of your grief by creating something that you're proud of, that's beautiful, and that you could even dedicate to, a loved one that's gone, or to yourself for moving on or moving past something that you may be grieving, but may not have necessarily been so positive. So using creativity as therapy, as a way to handle grief, is an excellent way to start or continue working through that grief. Now, I've probably talked to you about this before. Creativity is a great way to relieve stress. I had two parts of my career. I worked in corporate finance, so I did forecasting, 40 plus hours a week. I also became a supply chain professional, so still forecasting, but instead of looking at dollars, I was looking at moving units of tomato sauce, and the job was incredibly stressful. I was on with the supply chain job, I was on an extremely rigid schedule, and we had meetings like practically every hour of every day. So a way that I used to decompress was come home and work on things that made me happy, making a scarf, knitting a blanket. This is actually how I got into designing jewelry. I used to wear a lot of jewelry on my job. I was constantly buying jewelry sets, earrings and necklaces and bracelets and rings. And my husband suggested, hey, you make good stuff. Why don't you, exhibit it? Why don't you show it to people? And that's how I got started. And then once I got started with the jewelry, I started adding my knitting and crocheting projects to that. So that's how I formed my business. But it all started out as a stress release effort and stress relief effort. And I can tell you that it can get your mind away from whatever's stressing you out. You're looking at something typically that can turn into something beautiful, something that you like looking at, you like working on. And sometimes making things under stressful conditions turns out some of the best work that you can ever imagine. Now, third and final, I would say that creativity as therapy can inspire your imagination. Sometimes we get stuck, especially as creative people. We think we have an idea of how a project should look in the end. We have an idea of the outcome. We have an idea of what we want it to become. But sometimes getting started or even getting to that point can be really challenging. You can get halfway through a project and realize it looks nothing like you had planned, and that can be frustrating. But what I'm here to say right now is I'm challenging you to just be creative. It doesn't matter if the outcome is what you expected or wanted, or if anyone else approves of it or likes it. The whole process of doing something that you enjoy doing, that can and will inspire your imagination, can take you places with your imagination and with your creativity that you never expected. And often the unexpected benefit is a boost in your confidence, a new outlook, a different way of looking at life, a different way of looking at things around you. So just wanted to give you those three things to think about with creativity as therapy. It's a great way to work through grief, to relieve stress, and to inspire your imagination. So thank you for stopping by. This is Chandra with Intuitive Crafting.